Today we will talk about inventory management. Inventory management is primarily about specifying the size and placement of the stock goods. Inventory management is required at different locations within a facility or multiple locations supply network to protect the regular and planned course against the random disturbance of the material. What are the reasons for keeping the stock? A. Time. The time represents in supply chain from supplier to the user of every stage. So, keeping in mind that time, you maintain certain inventory to fill in the lead time. You require stock to cover the uncertainty as to meet the buffers to meet the uncertainties in demand, supply and movement of the goods. You require stock to keep on the economies of scale. Idle condition of one unit at a time at a place where the users needs it. When we need it, principal tends to incur costs, lot of costs in terms of logistics. So bulk buying, movement and storing brings in economy of the scale. There are one or two terms which you must be familiar with inventory. Stock keeping unit is a unique combination of all components that are assembled into purchasable item. Therefore, any change in packaging or product is a new stock keeping unit. Stock out means running out of inventory of a SKU. New old stock sometimes is refers to a merchandise being offered for sale that was manufactured long ago but never has been used. Such merchandise may not produce anymore and old stock may represent the total market source of a particular product. So these are some of the special terms you need to know. There is a term called buffer safety stock. Safety stock is the stock which you have to the time you require the next stock. Cycle stock, which is used for manufacturing. Anticipation stock, which is required for period of increased demands. Then you have a thing called pipeline stocks, which is goods in transit or in the process of distributions which have left the factory. High inventory has a higher cost. So let us see what are the two situations we have in problem. One is out of stocks, when there are no stocks, or when they are overstocked, we are over the two stocks. When you are looking at a stock, you have to see three aspects in a stock. Availability on the shelf, availability on the storehouse, availability in the warehouse. You may have a stock in the warehouse, but it's not there on the shelf. So, or shelf is so overcrowded that it may lead to pilferage or it may lead to crowding. So, all the three places you got to have stock which can be moved, which will again depend upon physical and other aspects relating to the replenishment of the stock. If you don't have stocks, out of stocks we call, you leave a dissatisfied customer. You are forced a customer to look for an alternative product. And once you justify that product, the coming back to original problems, original stock can be different. The customer may want to look for other sources of supply, other retail outlet. So you are going to lose out a customer. If you got, again, there's no stock available, then you have got embarrassed sales staff, because they will not know what to answer to the customer. And if the stock is too much, then you are reason to higher inventory costs. So, what are the normal causes of stockouts? Unexpectedly high sales will lead to out of stock. Unexpectedly low sales will lead to excess stock. Transportation period, transportation bottleneck. Delivery period anticipated was 1 month, but due to certain reasons it has become 3 months. You had forecasted consumption of 50 units next month, but you have consumed 100 units. Why? Because the marketing staff wanted to put a sales and promotion onto that equipment. Other factors which lead to stock out are time of the year. In summers you are likely to sell more umbrellas before the rains than during the rains. Promotion, stock, discount structure being offered, advertising being offered. So these are some of the other reasons for. So now again we are okay, but what is the solution? The solution is the stocking policy. Now the stocking policy can be company managed, a stocking policy can be vendor managed. Company managed means when company gives out stock depending upon their own commitments and their own production capability. Vendor managed is more applicable to your own policies and to how you manage the stock. So these are some of the situations. So we now talk of inventory control. Inventory controls involves streamlining in-store activities. All activities, whether it is sales, whether it is stock left out, all the activities are combined. In-store activities. It may lead to analysis, future analysis. Then receiving of the merchandises. If you have received the merchandises, where is it lying? Conducting stock counts. Conducting stock counts means stock taking. Conducting, ordering, transferring merchandise or the stock. Improve merchandise management and productivity. Inventory control will reduce cost. It will support remote store processes and above manage store level profit or loss. So I have tried to give you some idea on inventory control, inventory management. This is because you will be playing an important part once you are into a retail organization. So you must understand the various factors which go to affect the inventory control in an organization. Thank you.